I know I look a little different.
And what?
Tattoos. And,
Oh, no.
I am a local business owner. I do tattoos for a living, and I also founded Operation Adjust the Homeless,
Yay!
which is how I met Stacey. Just briefly, Operation Adjust the Homeless is based out of downtown in the Lehigh Valley. Its main focus is to stop putting band-aids on things, on problems that we have in our community, and actually get together and create solutions. Feeding a person today, they're gonna be hungry 3 hours later. Giving them something clean, they're gonna get a little dirty a little bit later as well. I'm talking about being consistent and giving quality of life back.
We got the new song that Don't Give Up. That's going to be the song for the anti-bully awareness. It's a positive message. We're going to be playing it in a little while. But right now I got the Ink Boss in the house. You on the phone right now? Or what?
No, I'm not.
You good?
I'm good. I'm
It's
good.
okay. So what's happening, Tommy? What's happening with this homeless thing we got going on?
This homeless thing. It started about a year ago, and basically what we're trying to do, man, is make a bigger difference. We're trying to take a different avenue with this, okay? We got a lot of homeless people that are sleeping in our backyards, sleeping in boxes, sleeping in tents. And, you know, we see a lot of people actually give them food and things like that, but 4 hours later, they're hungry again. So what we're trying to do is give them an opportunity to get their life back. Operation Address the Homeless, Thunder Guards MC, all are getting together, and we're actually going into these woods, into these homeless camps.
Yes,
We're
and
interact with them.
If people notice, you do post stuff then when you go out there to the woods to find people that are unfortunate.
Experiencing the conditions and the way they live and everything that they do to make it through every night is just amazing.
You've already have taken a couple of homeless people already.
We found a brother and a sister.
Right.
He has about a year left to live.
They were living out in the
They were sleeping in a tent, sharing the tent with another homeless person who was actually very abusive to her. At the fundraiser, we raised enough money to be able to house them somewhere and get them cleaned up, clothes, took them shopping, food shopping, so that they have everything, even dog food for their dog.
Right.
A month and a half later, they're actually working. They are actually, they have a place to stay. And
I can see when you're talking about it, you get emotional because it's sad, but then again, you're helping somebody out, you know?
yeah. I mean, I try to be careful about how, you know, it's very hard to understand. A lot of people don't get it.
Right.
And it's not that I'm going to cry about it, but it does hit home. I mean, I've had plenty of family members that have been in that same position. I've been in that position. I was homeless at one point. I've slept in cars, I've slept in doctor's offices, I've broken into places to sleep, and now look where I'm at.
Giving back.
The only reason I thought about this was because someone helped me. And the reason why I'm where I'm at, you know, in my profession and doing what I'm doing for everybody else is because I know what it feels like. But right now we have a brother and a sister, Nancy and Jason. They actually have a place where they can go home. And I want to give everybody a little update as to how they're doing. Nancy, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Much better than you were.
Much better. Well, it's been a long haul. It's been a long 6 to 8 weeks that we've been going through this trial, and ended up in the hospital and ended up living in the woods, and we're both better now, and we have a place to live. We are looking at getting a vehicle and getting our dog back, and just going on with life.
Nice.
I don't know, a lot of the problems that came from us was extending to my being an idiot. So I straightened out my life, and I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank Thunder Guards for kicking me in my ass a little bit.
Thunder Guards for kicking you in the ass a little bit.
What do you
But
think?
you got it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, man, I got it.
Six tornadoes are in effect for Easton and Allentown area.
Yeah, one just hit Morgantown.
Can't treat this like
Other day. And Lancaster
1 week.
destroyed.
And then the price is gonna go up.
Actually, let's start with what was your situation before?
What was my situation?
Yeah.
Bad relationship, separation, lost my job, and facing some prison time. Was it last summer? I was in the library, and there was another homeless guy in there, and I was talking to him, and he said, you know, there was a program where you get showers like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you get clothes and stuff like that.
Right.
And you know, he gave me the location. I came here.
What's going on, everybody? Tommy Rodriguez. Operation Address the Homeless. And wanted to show you guys something that we've been talking about. As you know, we have put together a company by the name of Oath Builders. Main focus is to be able to give employment to homeless men and women in our community, job training, holding them responsible, accountable for making sure that they're here on the job sites, that they're not using drugs, that they are on time, they do clean work. If they mess up, we can teach them, we can take the time to teach them how to do it the right way, where they can pay their own bills and have money in their pocket. We got some gentlemen here that actually have been here for since last week. They started this contract. We got
Michael Peters.
We got Guillermo, and they've been here since last week. We have Anwar, everybody knows.
So what are you guys doing here today, Anwar?
Fixing these steps, trying to make them,
Just patching the holes,
Yeah.
making them look good,
evening them out,
leveling them out.
trying to make them look better than they did before.
It had been a little while since I gotten a paycheck. The first thing was the employment. That was a big part of me moving forward. It gives you a purpose, actually, you have a purpose, you have something to do, you feel good about yourself. I love construction. I've always been involved in construction. I mean, I have a place to reside right now, temporarily, but the whole goal of this program too is you have employment, now you need to save money to get your own place. The program provides everything possible so you can save your money. You don't need you have minimum expenses. And this program won't work if you're lazy, that's for sure. Because this is an action program. This is not one of those programs where you sit and talk, and this is an action program. My end point, my goal, is to have a place for me and my son. So I have space for my son, right? And 6 months from now, that's where I would want to be. And I would like to continue to work still for the Oath Builders.
Just so everybody understands, we're not here condoning no nonsense. We're not here condoning lazy people that don't want to work. You're homeless, you need a job, you need something to be able to get you back on your feet. It's got to be on you to be able to come and get that. These men have been here. These men have been stripping carpets. They're ready to do some flooring. They already did walls, painting, flooring to do in the kitchen. This ceiling collapsed. They actually repaired it for it to be ready for sanding, painting again. All the floors are getting done. The whole house is being done by Oath Builders, and the men and women who are homeless are the ones that are being provided the job from this company.
They're just helping me basically transition back, you know, where I need to be on my feet, you know, basically, you know. I had a bunch of stuff stolen from me out there too, which added to the problem.
Right.
You know, my wallet got stolen. I had a backpack that got stolen. A bunch of stuff got stolen. And once that happens, you got to get everything back. And that's a whole ordeal itself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Tommy Rodriguez with Thunderguard MC and Operation Address the Homeless. We out here once again. Right here we got Brandon. He's been homeless
About a year and a half now.
about a year and a half now, and this video is just to show the living conditions so that we can get more people involved. It's on you, brother.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff I was stuck with. I mean, over the years, I guess people stayed here and it got worse and worse. Got fire to keep warm. That's the best we can do with that. I mean, you can see it's not the greatest construction, but it's held together the best you can. I mean, in here, if you honestly see inside, it's a pretty steep duck down in there, but I mean that's as good as it's gonna get for being outside.
These are the lucky ones, bro. Some guys gotta find abandoned houses to live in.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. So, and this is Brandon. Any words you want to say, Brandon?
Actually, I am fortunate that I do have what I have. I mean, there's a lot of guys that don't even have this, and it's hard out here. Like, in my case, I've been out here a year and a half, and in the beginning, I had a job, I had ID, I had social security cards, and unfortunately, the homeless steal from the homeless out here. Like, and I lost a lot of stuff over time. As much as I do have, this is just accumulated. People like this giving stuff out, helping somebody out, or stuff you have to scrap and whatever you can to get change together to get some food or get some clothes. And I'm glad there's people like this out here, because without them we might not survive.
There's a lot of people that can help, and this is the purpose of this video, trying to find or trying to reach out to somebody that can actually call and say, hey, that gentleman, Brandon, I want to help him. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, how are you?
In my situation, something as simple as a job would help me out crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I might not have that ID or social right now, but if I could get a week or two in making normal money, then I could get those things back, and I could stay at the company I work at. But nobody's gonna hire you without an ID or social or something to prove who you are. I could be anybody, They can't just hire somebody like that, So something as simple as a job would help me get out of here,
And how did you come to be involved with Oath?
I actually met Tommy 5 years ago when he did his first Thanksgiving help families in need. We did Thanksgiving bags with turkeys and stuff, and we handed them out to the community.
And what kind of work do you do right now for Oath?
For Oath, I run the showers. I am in charge of the donations. I separate it by size, gender, season. Organize the hygiene products. Make sure we have these little baskets filled for when they come to take a shower, which has the shampoo, conditioner. I love doing what I do.
And why does this matter to you so much? Is there a personal reason?
I've been homeless a couple times, and I've had people kick me down when I was at my lowest point, and Oath doesn't judge nobody. We try to lift their spirits. I'm sorry.
You're gonna make me cry too. I know.
We're all gonna be crying. Hold on, I got tissues somewhere.
I know that since you were homeless, it gets to be personal for you, and that's hard. So And it's touching that, and I think it's really helps because you know where these people are coming from. So that kind of makes you an expert, per se, in what they are feeling personally.
Some of them are afraid to open up to us, to find out where they can go for help and stuff like that, because they think we're gonna judge them. So every now and then, I gotta dig into my personal life to let them know I know how it feels to wonder where your next meal is coming from, where you're gonna stay warm in the wintertime, where you're gonna stay dry, you know. There are people out there that have more problems than I do. The little bitty things that I used to worry about, someone's got something 10 times more worse, you know.
We're out again at another spot. Checking on these people, giving them the things that they need. Ah, that grabbed my hair. That's what happens when you got long hair. Nah, I have one around my wrist. I just barely use it.
How did you come to Oath? How did you get involved in Oath?
Through my sister-in-law on Facebook.
And what made you want to get involved and help and volunteer?
Something I've been wanting to do when I was living out in Philly. Just so happens they was doing it out here.
What do you do for Oath?
Well, at first I started off with just volunteering and helping. Then I got my hands a little bit deeper with Oath Builders and actually going out to the campgrounds. I seen a lot of change. The one guy that was just interviewing a couple minutes ago, I seen change in him dramatically. From him living at Tent City and stressing about everything to him being way more calmer and actually working out in the field. Because I'm out there with him. And believe it or not, they're actually still decent people.
How you been, Pops?
Pretty good, man. How's it going?
You know me.
Yeah, we just moved him up here for his own
Safe.
area.
Okay, cool. We got water for you guys, you know, a little bit of food, you know. I'll be right back. Pops, I'll be back. We all down here screaming your name looking for you, man.
So give it to the other people, because we got a ton of stuff, man. I don't like to be greedy and take shit I don't need. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Operation Address the Homeless.
Anybody here?
You think it's abandoned?
No, I think it's abandoned. Our stuff is gone, isn't it?
Yeah, and the stuff we put out there is gone.
All right, so what are we doing here today for Oath?
We are at Battleborn is having a poker run, and we are here supporting Battleborn because they've helped us in the past with needs for Operation Address the Homeless.
And tell us a little bit about Operation Address the Homeless. What's your role and what do you do?
I run the operations end of Operation Address the Homeless, making sure that we get zoning cleared, we go through the city and get everything that we need to stay open, and I also coordinate events and get involved in those kind of things, do the homeless outreach into Tent City, go to the warming station, and make sure that our community members that are homeless get
the bikes going in the back. All right. So Tommy, why did you start Oath? What made you want to start Oath?
Operation Address the Homeless wasn't something that was planned out. It was something that came into play, seeing the need, being able to help the homeless. Not enough is being provided, not enough resources, not enough opportunities, not enough second chances are being given to them.
What are some of the things that Oath provides to its clients right now?
Right now we have shower stations Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 7. We have clothing, haircuts, food that's donated by local restaurants and grocery stores, and hygiene products, showers.
This will be our day room. When the homeless people come in, they have an option to watch TV. This is where they're gonna sign in at. They're gonna sign in right here. We're going to try to get a nice long lunch table so we can also feed them back here in this room right here. We have beds that we had got donated to us, so we can start, transitioning this into a transitional house for the homeless. They have a private bathroom that they can use for the toilet. And this is going to be a room to where as though they can eat. How
like a dining area.
Yes, how we're trying to have it is to the point of where as though while they're waiting for the showers, to open up and everything like that, that they'll have something to do.
Right.
Rather it's eating, playing cards, stuff like that. Every Wednesday we get bulks of food. Yeah, we go through a lot. Like every Wednesday when we get it, by the following Wednesday when we open back up, we have to fill it back up because it's gone.
Right.
Everybody that comes upstairs, we'll take some out for them so it can defrost. We'll warm it up for them down here.
Little microwave, they have it.
Yeah, give them coffee. Like we try to sit there and make it as comfortable as it can be for them while they're here. We conversate with them, try to get to know them a little bit better and stuff like that to figure out how we can get them to transition from being on the streets to a better spot in their life. This is what we do. This is what we're trying to do. These are our lockers that we're getting for them also. There's going to be a locker for each person.
So that way if they have something they need to...
Right. Slowly but surely we're getting it together. We have a washer. Actually, we have washer and dryer downstairs in the basement for them also.
Okay. That's where you guys do the laundry right now?
As you can see, our shelves was full at one point in time. With a bunch of clothes and stuff that people donated, we're actually running out. We're running out of stuff. We need donations. We need clothes.
We go everywhere, and the thing is that we see all kinds of problems. We see all people from all walks of life. Problem's a problem. We gonna make anyone, we gonna put anyone ahead of anybody because their problem is easier or harder or simpler to resolve. Problem's a problem. I believe that the best impression that we can stay with is the work that we put out and the solutions that we get from it. That means more to me. That makes us feel a lot better about what we do.
So what is the goal of Operation Address the Homeless right now for the future?
Right now we are focused on maintaining and helping those that are truly homeless, the ones that are living in Tent City, that are living on the street, and our goal is to eventually get into transitional housing, structure a program to make sure they succeed and are back into our community and back into being a positive member of society.
Is there anyone that stands out in your mind that you've helped that has put an impact on you?
I think there is definitely one young lady that we recently helped that was a victim of trafficking, and we helped her got her into safe shelter, got her to a place where she is safe and where she won't have the need to feel that she has to work on the streets anymore.
I've seen actually a couple success stories. I was sitting out front and a young gentleman came up to me and said, "Can I shake your hand?" I said, I looked at him. He goes, "You don't remember me, do you?" I said, he goes, "You guys gave me my first Jordans ever." So
yeah, we got good
I was
donations.
like, "Oh, okay. I remember you now." He said, "Look, I went clean, I got a job, and I got my own apartment on the east side." He said, "I just want to thank you guys." And he shook my hand and gave me a hug, and he had tears in his eyes. And
wow.
We need donations, financial donations, to be able to transition our building into a transitional housing to where we can help people get off the street and, you know, slowly go back into the society.
Look, regardless of addictions, it could happen to anyone. It could happen to anyone. I don't care what anyone says. One day it could be a natural disaster, and I've seen it happen. I've traveled the whole U.S. when I was 23 years old. I lived in Colorado for 8 years. I've seen towns become homeless from getting destroyed by tornadoes, forest fires. It doesn't matter. You get a divorce, you lose your job, whatever it may be. It's not just because of drugs and alcohol. That's not the case. It could be veterans, PTSD, all kinds of stuff could make a person become homeless.
This is Dean with Operation Address the Homeless. We're back out. It's about 10 after 2, Saturday afternoon, and I'm here with a couple friends. This is the inside of one of the sites where we're at. You can see he's actually got a tent inside a tent to keep warm.
If this doesn't break anybody's heart and don't want to go out there and help anybody out, then I don't know what will. You know, stop spending your money on stuff and spend your money on helping somebody out. Donate something.
You can see this is somebody's possessions. This is what they have. This is their life.
But we will continue to do service the homeless community and helping them gain that quality of life. But that doesn't happen overnight. We have to do the dirty work first. We're not on Facebook and social media talking and making promises that we're not giving people.
With Brandon, AP Auto Shop is willing to help him get his ID on Monday. My brother Nest over here is already getting him situated with a job. We're out here, Skyly area, Dean Smith, Operation Address the Homeless, Tommy Rodriguez.
So everyone bundle up. Once again, it's Dean, Operation Address the Homeless. We'll be back later.